Welcome back to Beef. As I walk you through my top 50 media beefs of all time, we're now at number 43. And I think a lot of people are going to be very shocked at number 43 on this list. I'm sure many of you thought he would be much, much higher on my beef list, but he's really not. He's starting to recover. There are things that he's doing that are like bringing my level of beef down, down, down. It's Shannon Sharpe, the Hall of Fame Broncos and Baltimore Ravens tight end, three-time Super Bowl winner, former host of Skip and Shannon Undisputed, now the host of Club Shay Shay and The Nightcap, and an occasional guest on First Take. Shannon Sharpe, number 43 on my beef list. Let me walk you through a bit of me and Shannon Sharpe's history. I always got along with Shannon Sharpe during his playing career. I always liked Shannon Sharpe. Found him fun, found him a great player. He was friends with, initially, with Derek Thomas, who was very close to me as a Kansas City Chiefs player. And then for a time, Shannon and Tony Gonzalez, an all-time great Kansas City Chiefs player, were very tight. I would see Shannon out and about, social gathering parties, whatever, NFL-related stuff. Always liked Shannon Sharpe. Always liked Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe comes over to FS1 and starts doing his man tan and eat and sleep, do-rag, blunt, Hennessy drinking, extra ghetto shtick over at FS1. This is 2016 or so. Not a real fan of that. Not a real fan, but there's no beef, but I'm just not a fan of the shtick that he's doing. The beef didn't become official until 2018. I believe, yeah, am I right? Yeah, 2017 is when the beef became official, 2017. If you remember, in 2016, Colin Kaepernick started kneeling while a member of the San Francisco 49ers, and the whole woke media jumped on the side of Colin Kaepernick, and he's the greatest thing in the world, and blah, blah, blah. I was on the other side of that. I thought Colin Kaepernick was a clown from day one. I started calling him Mute Muhammad Ali because he was the non-talking Muhammad Ali. He wouldn't defend his positions. He's never really engaged with the media. He's never really came out and gave a full explanation for what he was doing. He was Mute Muhammad Ali. People didn't like that. So Shannon's doing his Undisputed Morning Show in 2017. I'm doing Speak for Yourself in 2017 for Fox Sports. And we filmed what would have been one of the most hilarious spoof videos of all time. Spoofing Colin Kaepernick. It was amazing. Chris Reed, kid from Kid and Play, light-skinned Chris Reed. He was going to play the role of Colin Kaepernick. He came over to the studio, put on the afro, and we were filming this deal. It's like I was cooking barbecue for Colin Kaepernick, and Colin Kaepernick and I were sitting at a table where I'm feeding him barbecue and I'm interviewing him, asking him a question. And we have this character off to the side, this woman playing the role of Colin Kaepernick's girlfriend. And because Ness Nitty, Colin's girlfriend, is who his puppet master, that's who his MK Ultra handler is Ness Nitty. And so he can't talk without getting signals or being told what to talk by Nessa. And so the spoof was, I'm sitting there holding a conversation with him, and Nessa's off to the side, signaling in answers on these signs. Like, how they do in college football games, everybody looks to the sideline and they hold up a sign or these different pictures to tell you what to do. I'd ask Kaepernick a question, He'd look over for Ness Nitty. She'd hold up a sign telling him what to say. It was hilarious. Some of the best stuff I've ever done in my whole career. I tweeted out a picture of me and Chris Reed, kid from Kid and Play. I'm wearing this barbecue apron or chef's apron, and Kid is holding up his fist, black power fist with this afro on, playing the role of Colin Kaepernick. The internet melts. You can go find this stuff. It's still on the internet. The internet melts. Oh my God. And everybody thought Chris Reed was white. No, it's Chris Reed from Kid and Play. He's African American, just like Colin Kaepernick. Internet melts. Shannon Sharpe then decide he gonna be extra black and he gonna show everybody how down he is. And he called the skit that he hadn't seen. All he saw was a picture. He called disgraceful and no way Fox should air a skit. So Colin Kaepernick in 2017 was identified and put out there as a public figure who can't be mocked, who can't be spoofed. He's this special celebrity because he's got an afro and because he's pretending like, Trayvon Martin and Eric Garner and whoever else at the time were the greatest Americans of all time and they were slaughtered by police and blah, blah, blah. So you can't make fun of Colin Kaepernick. And that's where the beef was like, he and Shannon Sharpe, we got beef. He wants beef with me. And so he had beef with me. And that's when I started. I didn't do it at the time because we worked at Fox Sports, but that's when I was like, okay. I'm gonna have to let people know at some point exactly who Shannon Sharpe is. He's on TV playing this role like he's the blackest man in the history of television. He's the Malcolm X of sports talk. And I just kept asking, where's Betty Shabazz? If you're Malcolm X, if you're the blackest man on sports television, where's Betty Shabazz? Because the Shannon Sharpe I've known for years always cracked the joke. If you see a black woman on my elbow, I'm holding her for the police. That's the Shannon Sharpe I knew. He'd tell that joke virtually anytime you saw him with a pink toe on his arm. Fraudulence, guys. That's what brings out the beef in me. And then in 2020, the beef escalated because it's just like, you know how Shannon Sharpe is protective of Colin Kaepernick and any of these black criminals that get shot by police while resisting arrest? You know how, oh my God, it's the big one, Elizabeth. George Floyd, fentanyl, he overdosed on fentanyl, but Derek Chauvin killed him. Oh, it's the big one, Everybody goes into convulsions and George Floyd was coming to their Thanksgiving dinner. They were gonna hook their sister up with George Floyd. You know how everybody plays that game? They're very protective of George Floyd. That's how I feel about Tony Dungy. And so when Shannon Sharpe just took a little side shot at Tony Dungy, I got awful beefy. Let's play the clip.
Now, Skip, where's our guy? Because you know in situations when whites say something bad in the NFL, they get Tony Dungy. Mr. Tony, he'll clean up everything. Where's our guy? Where's the person that we have if a black slips up that's in the Jewish community that can come to our defense? Like they send Tony Dungy out there to go to everybody else's defense.
That irritated me. The man's got so little respect for Tony Dungy that he would do that. And so that's when our beef escalated. And, I haven't gone the nuclear option on Shannon Sharpe. And I really hope I don't have to, because for the most part, and Shannon has said he leaves me alone. Smart play. Because he knows I have the nuclear codes. Smart play on Shannon's part. And the other smart play on Shannon's part is, and it's why he's number 43, even though he could have, a year ago, Shannon Sharpe's probably in my top 5 of media beefs. But I have to admit, because I keep it real at all times, I'm going to be honest, I like the Club Shay Shay. Some of it's too degenerate and a little too spicy and saucy for me, but I cannot deny, man, he's built something really entertaining here that's going to work. He's really developed as a broadcaster. And now that he's away from Undisputed, now that he's not playing that character that Jamie Horowitz crafted for him, Shannon's not doing nearly as much of that racial shtick as he had been doing on Undisputed when the Puppet Masters had defined a role for him to make a buffoon of himself and promote degeneracy. I gotta admit, I like the new version of Shannon Sharpe. I like the work that he does on First Take. I like Club Shay Shay. I think he and Ocho Cinco on the nightcap, they put a smile on my face when I watch them. Yeah, some of it goes too far and it's too, saucy and spicy for me, but I gotta be honest. I gotta admit it. I like the new Shannon Sharpe. And so he's down at 43. Now he could skyrocket back up this list at any time. Who knows? But right now, number 43 on my beef list, Shannon Sharpe.